What's up, amigos? It's yours truly, Chris Lewitt, back with another Prodigy Maker Minute. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. On this Prodigy Maker Minute, I wanted to share with you a few pieces of advice that I give to my students when they're playing tournaments. And I've had a number of students who basically admitted to me that they don't eat or sometimes they don't even drink during their matches, which I was shocked. You know, some of these kids are pretty high-level tournament players, but apparently some kids, you know, whether they forget or they just don't plan for it, or they don't think it's important, or they don't want to be bothered, or they're not organized for whatever reason. I think there are a lot of juniors out there who are skipping their nutrition during a match and their hydration. And I think those are two boxes that it's really important that you check those boxes if you're a competitive junior, or if you're listening to this and you're a competitive senior. I coach both. I think seniors are probably more diligent about their nutrition and their hydration, but particularly with some of the juniors that I've spoken with, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that they don't understand the importance of nutrition and the importance of hydration during a match. And of course, there's pre-match and post-match. That's also something that I can do some videos on and that I work with all my students. But there are some basic fundamentals that I try to teach my players, and I'll just share a couple of them with you. But number one is to get a good source of glucose. You know, your brain runs on glucose and oxygen, but glucose is the primary fuel for the brain and the primary fuel for the muscles, the muscular system. So if you start to run low on glucose, which is basically carbohydrate, and carbohydrate gets stored in the body as glycogen, if your supply of glucose, which is like the energy for your brain and your body, if that starts to get lower, you're going to start seeing dips in your performance. And you may not focus well. You may not play the right tactic. You may struggle with controlling your emotions. You may get distracted, things like that. And your performance, just your explosiveness and your power and your basic performance may degrade in subtle ways and not so subtle ways. So many times I have parents and players come to me and say, you know, it was the second set and my player or I lost my focus and I wasn't able, for some reason, I wasn't able to get my energy up, or I was getting distracted, or I lost my cool, or I lost control of my emotions and my whole game kind of unraveled. And whenever I hear stories like that from players who are tournament players, I want to make sure that we get all their ducks in the row and we dot the I's and cross the T's in terms of nutrition and hydration. The body is also primarily made of water, and water is critical for many body functions for processes that keep us playing our best and performing our best as an athlete. So water and primarily maintaining a good glucose level, and also keeping nutrients in our body that are used for metabolism and for all sorts of body processes that will help us achieve high performance. So what I tell my players is drink water regularly, have a healthy snack at all the changeovers during a tournament, and usually have some sort of electrolyte drink or some sort of vitamin, mineral drink or supplement that you take to keep your nutrients level high, to keep your cells hydrated, and to maintain a steady glucose supply to your brain and your working muscular system. So that's kind of like the basic overview that I give my players. I'll go into a little more detail in further videos, and you can also hit me up with any questions that you have. But if players don't do that, you often see dips in performance, dips in focus, dips in emotional control. And before I have a player or a family run to a sports psychologist or try to fix a stroke, like a coach a coach, a technical coach, or even to fix something tactically, I like to make sure that the player is hydrated, got glucose in the tank, and is keeping their nutrient level high in terms of vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, things like that. If those things aren't in place, I have a hard time making a diagnosis about what exactly is wrong with my player. Are they having a stroke problem, a technical problem, tactical problem, or a mental emotional control problem? I need to know that they have those things in place in order to make an accurate assessment of what do we actually need to work on here, because many times those kind of dips in performance and mistakes with technique or shots, or like missing a serve or losing power in a stroke, or losing control of your emotions, all those things that can go wrong in a tournament oftentimes go back to fundamental simple things like having a snack, drinking water, and making sure you have good nutrients in your system. So guys, hope you enjoyed that piece of advice. Maybe that will help you at your next tournament. If you like this Prodigy Maker Minute, please consider watching or listening to my big show, The Prodigy Maker Show. It's a podcast and YouTube show live on this channel. I'll see you guys on the next program.